Welcome, Wargamers, to another Mid-Sussex YouTube channel video. I'm Chris, and today I'm introducing the Nazgul and Bree scenario 6 of Questions of the Ringbearer. But first, I'm going to do a quick overview of the campaign so far, because we didn't strictly film the first 5 as bat reps, mostly because me and Tom hadn't seen each other for a long time, so we kind of just wanted to catch up and have a few games of a bit of fun. But now, I guess we're bored of each other, so we can go back to filming a couple. The reason we wanted to film Nazgul and Bree is because there's some cool new models that we want to try out in Barliman, Butterbur and Goatleaf, which you will see. But for now, this is what has happened so far in the campaign. Scenario 1 was Farmer Maggot's crop. It was a good victory for Maggot, seeing off the thieving little hobbits with the aid of Grip, Wolf and Fang after the 4 halflings managed to steal 4 out of 5 vegetables. Scenario 2 was Shortcuts Make Long Delays, identical to the original scenario with the updated century rules. Intense little scenario, some close calls, but hobbits able to escape with relative ease. Gildor was so much fun to use, and Pippin bested a Wraith in combat with only 1 will point remaining, so we counted that as a kill for Pippin. Scenario 3 was Buckleberry Ferry. Pippin immediately alerts the Wraiths to the Hobbit's presence, fall of a duck, and is killed with 1 strike. Frodo is engaged in the same round of combat but fares infinitely better, rolling a 6 to win the fight, followed by a 6, another 6 to wound and kill the Wraith. Only having 2 Wraiths to outrun despite losing Pippin was huge in getting Frodo onto the ferry and to safety. Sam and Merry did a brilliant job of holding up 1 Wraith, but use of Frodo's might to keep him ahead of the other pursuer, despite both being on the ferry and having a couple of duels, was the difference. The final turn could have changed it all. Ringwraith with only 1 will fighting Frodo with 1 wound and no fate. Wraith wins the fight, but fails to convert a wound. Another good victory. Scenario 4 was the Old Forest. We weren't really sure how many trees to include. The description said densely packed, and this is what we judged to be right. Maybe it was too many. The hobbits were quickly paralysed, one after the other, throughout getting surrounded. Frodo briefly put on the ring, but swiftly discovered that it was a bad idea, failing his ring roll and moving in the wrong direction. Sam made it closest, but possibly only a turn away from escaping the forest, but the conditions made it near impossible for them all to leave on the same turn. Finally was Fog on the Barrow Downs. The hobbits seemed to be in early trouble, with Pippin getting paralysed and sacrificed in the first few turns. Fall of a took again. Merry was paralysed and was 1 phase away from Barrow-White attempting to sacrifice him too, but a dramatic last-ditch 6 was rolled for Merry to wake up just in time. Tom Bombadil arrived shortly after and was able to cancel out any future paralysing spells and gave the 4 travellers enough resources to fight off and kill 2 Barrow-Whites. Seeing his job complete, Tom returned home, but quickly to arrive and offer additional aid was Goldberry to see out the victory. So Pippin was not left in the tombs. All the hobbits recovered on the recovery chart afterwards, and obviously Tom's house was a rest point. So they're all now in Bree, with the Nazgul knocking down the door, and they have now met Strider and Barliman and Goatleaf and all the cool models that I mentioned at the start. And so yeah, let's enjoy this brand new scenario. Welcome to the Nazgul and Bree scenario from the Quest of the Ringbearer new journey book that's only a few weeks old now, of which we've already done 5 scenarios. Quick thoughts on those first 5? I did a summary at the start of this.
Okay.
What did you make of them being the evil player?
Well, you're quite reliant on your ring race magic.
Only having
as well as the sentry rolls. So I think they can go either be quite one-sided in some cases.
Yeah, I think the 2 very similar scenarios of scenario 2 and 3, Shortcuts Make Long Delays and Buckleberry Ferry, given that the good side won both of them. Shortcuts won a bit easier with Gildor around. Buckleberry Ferry one was quite close. That's when Pippin died immediately, but then Frodo got lucky and killed 1 in return. If he hadn't have got 6 followed by 6 followed by 6 to live and fight and kill the Wraith, then I think the Wraiths would have probably taken that one. But yeah, I was wondering how fun it was as the evil player as opposed to taking on all the cool heroes. But yeah, I'm sure we'll go back to it one day.
Some of the new spells are interesting, like the what's the courage one where you
Instill Fear.
Instill Fear.
Yeah.
So there's some new tricks you can try.
Yeah, I think it's been well tinkered with for the new spells. Maybe we'll. I don't think they've come up just yet, because usually it's hobbits trying to run past and spreading out, so it hasn't quite come up just yet. However, we will be filming the like I said in the little summary at the start, because we hadn't seen each other for a long time, we wanted to catch up, but now we're probably bored of each other, so we'll film a proper one. So we've got Harry, Goatleaf, Barliman, Butterbur. Got the book in front of me here.
Some of the first ever painted Barliman and Harry.
Yeah. So
Possibly.
they came out they went up for pre-order 2 weeks ago today.
Yeah.
Got them a week ago. Painted them last weekend. It's currently Friday, 23rd of October, something like that. Painted them like half an hour each, because that's as much as my daughter allowed me while she was asleep. Ready for this. So I'm very excited to use them. So we'll show you in a minute, but we have Aragorn, Barliman and the Hobbits all in the Prancing Pony. This is a very sort of home-built Bree.
Yeah.
This isn't like...
We don't have any... Well, we don't have enough real buildings, so...
Yeah, it's sort of a ruined village version of Bree, but it does the job. Not everybody has the amazing terrain that you see on all these other YouTube channels, but it should still be fun nonetheless. So the objectives. The good side wins if Frodo, Aragorn and at least 2 other Hobbit models escape the board via the eastern board edge, which is the side. The evil side wins if Frodo is slain, so that's pretty simple.
Oh, okay. So it could be a draw.
Yes, if
Sam, Merry and Pippin die.
Yeah, I guess so. Usually it says if any other result is a draw, but it doesn't actually say that, so I guess, I can't physically get 2 Hobbit models off, but Aragorn and Frodo survive, then it would be a draw. There's the move quietly special rule. Good models may not declare a heroic march in this scenario. Damn it, that's reliable. The good models within the Prancing Pony exit the inn via the door during the good player's first move phase. Simple. And they come out towards the Ringwraiths, which they can't sneak out back. And then hunting the Ringbearer. The Ringwraiths enter the board at the start of the evil player's first move phase via the gates. They may charge on the turn they arrive. Locked. Harry's not going to be in it long. From the second turn onwards, roll a d6 for each Ringwraith before they move. On a 1 to 3, the evil player moves the Ringwraith. On a 4+, the good player moves that Ringwraith. This condition ends immediately if the heroes have been spotted. Would you like to read the last 2 about spotting the heroes and the luring of the ring?
So, spotting the heroes. If after both sides have moved, a Ringwraith can draw a line of sight to a good model within 12, with the exception of Harry Goatleaf,
because he's within 3.
Then the heroes have been spotted. If the line of sight is obscured, the Ringwraiths must roll a d6 to determine if they can see the model. On a 5+, that model has been seen and the heroes have been spotted.
That's a wordy rule.
Yeah.
I'm sure I get.
So we've got a few walls and buildings around, so the heroes might be able to hide a bit.
Yeah.
So then the final special rule is Lure of the Ring. Before Frodo tries to move, he must make a courage test. If he passes, everything is fine. However, if he fails, he must put the ring on.
Oh, there is a caveat to this rule, because good side won the Fog on the Barrow-down scenario. I can re-roll the first failed courage test that Frodo makes in the scenario. That's the bonus for winning.
Frodo suffers an additional -1 to his courage test for each Ringwraith within 12 after the first.
That sounds like the legendary legion.
So it could be up to -4, which would make him courage 2, which would be quite bad. If Frodo puts the ring
on top of the standard Harbinger? So there's a Harbinger and then this rule on top, so that -2.
No. So yeah, you just get Harbinger for the first one, and then 3 more.
And then it just stacks.
Yeah. So yeah, it can only be 4. Frodo gains a +1 to this test for each friendly model and base contact. So basically they'll be hanging out together, right?
Yeah.
I'd assume.
Sort of trying to shepherd Frodo out the door.
If Frodo puts the ring on, the heroes immediately counts being spotted, and each Ringwraith may immediately move towards Frodo if able.
Oh.
So do they? I assume they get a free move.
Yeah, out of phase move. It says immediately. So
That's interesting. Yeah.
That's new.
But they do only have 7 will.
Yes.
So that's going to be the challenge, I think, for this one.
Yeah, do they want to waste their will charging Harry?
Yeah. Or just
go
go
around
past.
Leave him in the dust.
Do we want to cover the Harry and Barliman special one?
Yeah, let's quickly have a look at them, because they are brand new to us as well. I've already looked at them a couple of times.
Yeah. And I can't remember what they do. So let's start with Harry. Hero's Lantern, which lights up 12.
And the dagger.
The dagger, so he's not unarmed. Gatekeeper. After priority has been rolled, Harry Goatleaf may spend a point of will to use a special rule. If he does so, select one enemy infantry model. While the ring race start mounted.
He's going to
which
stab
is
one of
good.
the horses.
Yeah. And then on a 3+, the chosen model cannot move that turn.
Oh, so it's like a little immobilise.
Yeah. And Harry may use mighty influence this roll.
Does that 1 might 3 1 1?
So he could potentially delay the ring race if they don't kill him.
Yeah.
So that's that. Do you want to cover Barliman?
Barliman. He has a might 3 1 2 fate. He also has a club, so he's not unarmed. Barliman Butterbur at your service. Active special rule. During his move phase, if Barliman is in base contact with a friendly hero model, he can spend a will point to use this ability. If he does, roll a d6. On a 5+, the hero regains a wound lost area in the battle. Oh, if Barliman Butterbur uses a special rule on a hero from the Fellowship army list, they will regain a lost wound on a 4+ instead. Does that apply for a scenario? Technically from the Fellowship army list, but the army listings are points match play only.
I'd say yes, it does. Yeah. We'll
They're
do
not part of the
4+.
Fellowship yet. Okay, we'll go with 4+.
Yeah.
And then his next special rule is about Bull and Pony, who's not in this, so that is irrelevant, so that's basically the only one that we need to know about. He has Heroic Resolve and Heroic Defense, so he could charge a couple of just sort of defense up or resolve to stop being magicked around. Be handy. He has 1 attack by the way and fight 3, so how much damage he'll do we don't know. But that is the profiles for this game and basically how it's going to work. I will quickly show you the setup and then go into turn 1, I guess.
Yeah. Who gets first turn? Good.
I'm assuming it's an old.
Good gets it unless the book says.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really remembers where it comes from. The scenario.
It's in the rulebook somewhere.
The good side automatically get priority, unless stated otherwise. So we'll go with that.
Yeah. So Harry might be able to run away a little bit.
We'll be able to get 9 away. Which,
not enough.
Not enough. So yeah, we will cut that. I'll quickly show the board and then we'll set up turn 1 for the game, which I'm very excited about. So this is our very makeshift ruined Bree board. We will assume that these are houses down the end, but that's not what's important. We have the prancing pony in the middle with inside, eating their supper, Aragorn, Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin and Barliman at the head of the party there. And then over here we have Harry at the knocked down door. The ring race are not on the board yet. They come on the first turn and can charge on the first turn as well. We will come back once turn 1 fun things are underway. We did just realise partially that the prancing pony needs to be further up, because if it was exactly in the middle where we had it, then the Nazgul can spot the good side immediately.
Straight away.
So yeah, obviously that was either a bit of mismeasurement on our part or not clearly listed that how far it must be away. Otherwise,
I think they could have made it a tiny bit clearer. Some of the distances in the book.
Yeah, I'd say so. But yeah, as we can see up here we have Aragorn, Barliman, and then Frodo, Pippin, Merry, and Sam. Obviously defending the rear guard because Sam was the brave. And immediately the ring race have charged onto the board, and 2 of them have actually charged Harry. Oh my. So yeah, we'll probably do some. It's just combat now, isn't it? Combat.
Yeah.
I remember how this game works. So.
I mean, I could have tried a sap will on Harry, because he has 3 wills, doesn't he?
Yeah, but my thing only
not
works
worth
on an infantry model.
So, I guess one of my ring race can faint. So,
you would have got double. You get extra attack because you're charging.
Yes.
Oh, Harry wins the fight. Harry wins the fight on a 6. Oh, this character is OP. GW, sort him out. He's going to go for a horse.
Okay.
Because then he can use one of his abilities. Yeah, I'm going to go for this chap. Oh, it's a 1. He doesn't kill the horse. But way to go, Harry.
And that does mean... Should I track their fate on the board?
Yeah, sounds good.
Those guys are down to 6.
Down 1 each. So, turn 2.
Priority.
Good for Harry. 2 goes to good.
Oh,
No more for the evil.
You can see how this one's starting.
I think it makes sense to move Aragorn round to about do.
Well,
Barliman.
but now there's less next to Friday.
There is, but hopefully he'll be alright here. He gets a +1 to his courage.
And they're not going to be within 12.
Yeah, otherwise they'd be spotted. It's very close though. He's fine on an 8.
Yeah.
And I do get to re-roll the first one. I fail. So basically I need this front wraith to mess up.
Well, it depends what Harry does.
That's true. Harry, who goes there? He's going to charge a wraith. Harry, be brave.
Well, not sure about that. Courage 3?
Yeah. Wait, wondering in a while. He is. He's courage 3, -1, courage 2. Harry! And he's going straight into this guy. Probably would make sense to charge 2 and absolutely pin those in place, but that guy is closer and he's the danger.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Shall I point and roll? See
Point
who
and
gets to
roll.
move these. So let's go for the one that's lost a will.
Yeah. Oh, the good.
That is
You get to move him.
good.
Yeah.
Well,
you got to get him
evil.
reach.
And so if he goes to here, he's within 12.
Yes, spotted.
So they're spotted. So the other ones don't have to roll.
No, I'm spotted indeed. Oh yeah.
So that's there. He is there. And then finally he will tackle Harry from the rear.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. Well then, I still have to do all my courage testy business. Yeah, that's one less special rule that we have to think about.
Yeah. So I think I've got 3 within range of Frodo. Make it a bit tricky for him.
Oh my. Okay, but it's a combat for Harry again.
Yes.
1 dice against.
So he's got
4.
2 and he's got 1. So he's going to
Oh, right,
fail.
yes. 6 again for Harry.
No.
Oh, he's only got a 1. It's a 4 highest for the race. He's going to go for this guy's horse. Oh, it's a 2. It is a 2. Be a 5 for the horse, but he's winning these fights, Harry. Priority turn 3. 4.
Four
It
as
is
well.
goes to the Wraith this time. I think a free heroic move
Yes.
from Aragorn.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. You know what Aragorn's going to do? He's going to go... Yeah... I kind
Go
of
to
wanted
the
them...
side.
Yeah, go around here, didn't I? That makes more sense. They go here. Frodo has 2 touching him for +2, and then obviously -2 for the minus. So technically it's a
3.
-1 all told.
So courage 5.
Courage 6. Well, if it was a 5 anyway, that would still be a pass. So he will move 4 inches this way. Then I need to get Aragorn off the board as well, don't I? That's the other trick. But Barliman is expendable.
These lovely new characters and he's getting killed.
No, he will stay there. He's a good... He stops you coming round rather well. Yeah, your priority
That's
now.
the heroic move.
Yeah, let's move this slightly over.
I kind of want to stay more than 6 from Aragorn, because he probably will kill the Ringnearer.
Probably, yeah. I'd rather keep some supplies ready for Weathertop.
Yeah.
Is the danger.
So I'm going to be a bit gamey and measure 6 from Aragorn.
Gaming a narrative scenario.
I think you have to as the Ringnearer. 6 is a yeah. So if we moved there, we shouldn't be able to be charged. Actually, yeah, that should be okay. And then a little bit more than 6. That.
They're going for the
The
surround.
pincer.
Classic tactics.
I think we need to move on from Harry.
Harry's being a bit more of a roadblock than I was anticipated.
Should I try and kill him? I'm still going to try and kill him. Should I do a spell? No.
precious war points.
Yeah.
Okay,
Circling like
there
sharks.
is like wraith sharks. That would be terrifying. So the one come back, Harry. Oh, it's a 5. He needs the 6. Can he get it again? Oh, he gets a 5. So he can might it to a 6. Harry, you absolute madman. 5s on the horse. Oh, 1 again, but it's fine.
It's the bright light of the lantern.
Yeah, it's really trying. That bright candle. Right, turn 4?
Yes.
I think. 5 to 2. No might for the evil.
No.
So, I think we're going to go for a bit over here. Frodo courage test at -3, but +1, so just a -2, so courage of 4. Yeah, 7, it's fine. Put the ring on.
Pippin's his +1 bodyguard at the moment.
I haven't brought down an invisible Frodo, so don't put it on yet.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Aragorn will budge back.
Barliman is going to hold the line. He likes these. He likes these hobbits. I could at least hide from that wraith over here.
I'd
Might
like
as
to have
well.
a might point. Just for one super heroic combat.
Yeah, he's going to go there. Barliman's the real hero. Despite Harry Goatleaf's truly tremendous work, he needs to be at least 60 points more, I think.
60? Well, based on this, what is Harry going to do?
Oh yes, it was actually my priority, wasn't it? He's going to charge a wraith. Yes, he is. 9. Stop it.
He's going to be
Who goes
boosting
there?
up the kill count anytime soon.
Yeah, that's fine. So kill count, we have Sam on 1, Frodo on 1, and Pippin technically on 1 because he beat a wraith into no will. Yeah.
I think it might be Black Dart time. Just stay away from this guy. What's that? They have to kill Frodo though. That's the challenge.
Yeah, he's fully resourced up since resting at Tom's house.
What about going that way? That could be. Let's do that.
Oh, I forgot you could go the other way. So that wraith is rather snuck behind that guy over there.
I think it's going to be spell time. But what spell to do?
Instill fear.
Do something like
Doesn't want to get charged by Barliman.
that. Or Aragorn. No.
Yeah, probably more likely Aragorn. He doesn't want to get charged by.
Let us try and sap will on Frodo.
Busting the board. It's a 6.
This is how Bree
It's
got
a
damaged.
6. It's a 6 from which wraith did it? This one down here.
One who is now on 5.
My goodness. Right.
Sap will's 1 plus D3, is it now?
Yeah, it's a number of. I think I will go for 1 from store and then my resistant to magic. I think.
Is that
So
how it works?
if I use too many, yeah, the resistant to magic is 1 free dice now.
And it's just D3.
Just D3. Oh, so would it even be worth that? Not really. Should I just do my resistant to magic? Who knows? Yeah, let's go for it. Resistant to magic. 1. Okay. You may take away D3 of my will. That is 2 of my will, so down to 1. Okie dokie. Let's keep track of that.
I want to check new. There was a new resistant to magic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Crikey. OP.
So Frodo is going to be one more.
Now the other Wraith will follow. And Black Dart? No, surely not. Surely not. No, he'll bide his time, I think. Or could we try and compel Aragorn out of the way? No. He'll just lurk there.
How many wings? Two wings, one fate. Absolutely not. And then Barliman has 1, 3, 10, 2 wings. Cool. So they're all marked down. Right. So Frodo's now on one wheel. We have a Wraith over here. Come around this building. Harry is still doing a fine job holding up that Wraith. Some questionable rolling, but he has no use of might points, so.
He might be the most valuable player at this rate.
Well, it is that combat now, isn't it? So.
Did I charge? No, you charged me.
I charged you on priority, and he passed another courage test. The Wraith gets a 1. Harry gets a 3 behind the building. It is indeed a 3. He will go for the horse once again. It's a 4. If only had that might point. Not good enough. Well, it is good enough because he's won 4 combats. Priority. It goes to evil, so I think it will be a free heroic move from Aragorn. Right. He has to move first, so he will definitely block this. Frodo has a minus. Ooh, just 2.
Yeah,
I do believe.
so.
But then +1, so -1 altogether, so he's a courage of 5.
Yeah. Just
keep going, Mr. Frodo.
so we have one more ring wraith up here.
Barliman.
Barliman just refreshed his wounds, not fate. Is that right?
Yeah, just runs. Yeah, so it's your moves now.
Okay. So 6 is about there. So
Come here.
should be good there.
We'll see. See how it is.
Get a bit closer. There.
That Wraith is basically done for now, the one by Harry.
I'm going to go for a. Is it called Compel?
Yeah, I think it's for Wraith.
Compel for on a 4+ on Pippin.
So this Wraith. Oh, it's a 6 on Pip. I have resistant to magic. It's only a 1.
So I get to move him 3 or 2?
2 inches, half.
So let's get him away from Frodo. Let's see.
Lots
That
of
was
minus
the
encourages.
Now the ring wraith closest to the fence is going to try and ride his horse over it.
Oh.
Do a bit of dressage. It's not called dressage. Horse jumping.
Success.
No, we
So
don't.
it's a big fence.
Let's go 10. Now
Wraith is going all the way down here.
he's still out of
All the charges.
range. We just need to swoop in.
Last Wraith. Or is he doing any spells?
Spells. No spells. He'll also try and charge the fence, jump
Charge defense. He does succeed on a 2. He gets him just over the other side.
And I think he will do a 1 dice compel of Aragorn.
Oh, interesting. It's on a 5. Well, that's an interesting choice now.
Yeah,
I
just
have
to
to
move
make-
him that way.
Yeah, that would be a little bit annoying actually. I'm just going to do 1 dice. And success. And I get to keep it on a 6. And then we have this
Finally.
Wraith.
Well, I don't think he's going to get over there, so. Well, he can try.
He's still going to go for Harry, who's absolutely worthless to this scenario.
Yeah.
Except for me. So, yeah, that's that. you got Pippin moving around, so now I have -3 to my courage next round. But we do have a combat. Once again, Harry. It is. It's a 6 on the wrist this time. Nothing I can do about it. He is knocked to the floor. He is defense something.
3.
3. Yes,
Fours,
it's
then.
4s. There's 4
4
wounds,
wounds.
and he is annihilated.
So this is what should have happened on turn 1.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's put him.
Unfortunately, I still lose a will, don't I?
Yeah, so Harry is finally gone. We didn't get to see any of his special rules, but he has probably done quite a huge amount in getting me to win this scenario.
At least one ring wraith, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Down to 2 will that race now.
But I feel I'm in a decent position.
Yes.
Circling the hobbits.
Yes, it's still a little way to the edge of the board. There, so priority
Isolating.
good get a 1 and evil get a 6. So it will have to be another another heroic move from Aragorn, I think. I'm within 6 if I manage to jump the fence with the roll of a 6. Aragorn is that kind of hero. He will scream Elendil, jump over this fence and charge that wraith on a 6. Well, then he just... It's too dark and just completely bumps into the fence. Didn't even see it there. Wow, Aragorn.
Sprint straight into the fence.
Such a hero. Is it worth spending a might just to get the other side of it ready for next turn? Otherwise I'll just have to jump again.
Yeah, I've got 3 might.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
There's only that much.
I'm gonna spend a might to actually get to the other side, because otherwise I could well be stuck there. That basically takes me out another turn, doesn't it? Unless I roll a 6. Good job, King of Gondor.
There's a fence there in Frodo's way.
Let's.
Yeah, I didn't really think about this. Protective.
Get Bree touching him.
But does he want to move?
Yes. So Mary go back there. Oh God, he's going to be charged from all kinds of places. Barliman will go out here. Frodo.
Well, see if he passes anyway.
Yeah.
I imagine he will.
It's minus. Well, it's minus
Right,
nothing. So.
Minus and plus.
If I try and run for it.
If you run this way, you'll only have 1 against you. Maybe 2.
Maybe 2. That's not odds I like. At least this guy would have to charge Barliman. Maybe have to go all the way around, but then you can only get 1 in on him, which is better. So I think I'm probably better in that.
In the protective.
In the bubble with Aragorn very nearby, it forces you to come in towards Aragorn. So I will not be moving Frodo. I will put the Ringnearer. That'd be a very Frodo thing to do.
Well, objective acquired. Let's charge Frodo. I mean, you have to charge both there, don't we?
Are you able to come out of control then and back in? You got enough space?
To make him the first. Like that. Yeah. And then we'll try and take out the hobbits. But we don't want Aragorn to charge 2. So
well, I'm guaranteed a charge with Aragorn next turn with this army.
Yeah.
So the free heroic.
Unless he's dead.
Or Aragorn.
Yeah.
Well, unless you kill these 2 hobbits, then it's over.
Should we try and kill Sam?
Sam. No spells or anything.
Well, then Sam gets a heroic, doesn't he?
He does get free heroic combat. It's quite scary.
We'll just try this. Oh, and don't forget. Ooh, tens,
Mr. 2 will
tens
race.
surprisingly good.
Cool.
Oh, I should have done the instill fear, I think.
Oh. So we're talking about it at the start. Do you want to go for it with that last wraith you moved?
Does it help? It doesn't really help, does it? No.
Okay.
Let's do some combat.
It's quite a hard one to cast, is it? 5+?
5+, yeah.
Yeah, we have to put a few into it. Right, 3 heroic combat from Samwise
Samwise.
Gamgee. Wraith gets a 3. Samwise gets a 2. Oh, I'd have to spend 2 points of might to win the fight.
Does he have to?
Yeah, he does
I thought
indeed.
He had 1.
No, he's 2, 2, and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2,
Okay.
2 now. I think I will spend it, you know,
Yeah.
because otherwise he's probably dead. 4 dice needing 4s. Yeah, there's a good chance of it. I will strike the Wraith on the off chance that... No. But I'm alive and standing,
Yeah.
and that is a will point off of Wraith.
Yeah.
Quite key. Merry?
Yes.
4 is good. And it's only a 2 from the Wraith. This time I will go for the horse with Merry. On a 5.
Oh.
Merry!
Okay, we get a stand
Yes. Does that count as a kill for the campaign, killing a
A
horse?
horse, well. Sauron probably has loads of horses.
Oh, I'm going to
Long
count
ago.
it for Merry's sake. Merry has a kill on the board. He has killed a thing. Right now, the important one, really.
Yeah.
Wraith gets a 2! Oh, it's not going well. Frodo gets a 5. Frodo will also go for a horse. He kills a horse as well. If they're counting that kill for Merry,
Okay.
they're counting it for Frodo. Oh, it's Hedge Wraith. It's the one
Hedge
in
Wraith?
scenario 2. Kept getting stuck on the hedge
Yes.
and then sniffed around the back of the board, convinced that there were hobbits there, and they really, really weren't. So we'll cut the clip there, and then we'll come back for turn 7. I want to say.
7, yeah.
Priorities are difficult. Right, so priority. Good, get a 6.
Look.
Evil get a 1.
These dice.
Those Mordor dice are not Tom's friend today. He's shaking them up, trying to charge them. So, let's go. Barliman is a mighty courage of 4, down to 3. So Barliman is going to charge something. Yeah, he is, a 7. Barliman's going to stop this Wraith here. Aragorn's going to charge a Wraith, obviously. Merry's going to try first. Oh, Merry! He's going for this Wraith. Frodo gets a minus of 1 to his courage, all told. Minus 2.
Well, minus 2.
Yeah. Oh dear!
His courage.
So his courage 4 technically,
4,
so that
5,
makes
6,
7.
7.
So I cannot do it. Oh, I have 2 might and 1 will.
And you also have your reroll.
Oh yes, I get to reroll because I won the last scenario. Thank you, Tom. There is a 7, and that will do just fine.
The reroll is gone. Progress has been made.
Progress. He will run this way.
Not going in combat?
No. Aragorn will charge. Oh, we'll see what Sam does first. Sam, success. Charge here. Pippin. Oh, on a 9. Yes. Which one's he going for? I think he's going for. He'll go for this one. And Aragorn to charge. Yeah, easy. Easy, mate. This one. Okay.
Okay. Does transfix stop you heroic combating?
Yes.
So the last ring wraith will try and transfix Aragorn with a will point.
Oh my.
A 5.
That's not a 5.
You still have 3.
I do still have 3. I also need to think about resources for a campaign. So I'll use 2. After 1.
Yep, there.
And we can have a 6, so we only use 1. Yes, yes. Heir of a silver indeed. Bested by a fence, but not by a ring. So, it was my priority, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was yes. A free heroic combat in that case,
From
then,
Aragorn?
with Aragorn. Yes. It's a 4 from the Wraith, which is probably the highest they rolled in combat.
Yeah.
Oh, Aragorn gets a 3. I do have a Merry, who gets a 5. Mary's going to go for the kill. 6 by... 2, shame. And then straight 6s. Aragorn! Not
3
spending
mites.
all that might.
Since
To the
he's
shame.
fading anyway.
Yes, hopefully Merry and Sam, Pippin and Sam rather, can deal themselves with this one. So there's a 4. No might.
It's better
There's
than
a
rolling
5.
2s.
6s by 5s for each of them, I think. 4 and a cock. No, nothing. There, but they are kept at bay.
Yeah.
And Barliman, who has 1 attack, like 3. It's a 1, so he loses.
Does he have a weapon?
Yeah, he has a club apparently.
Okay.
No damage.
No.
It's 4.
Well, nothing actually happened in that combat
No.
except for a lot of will knocked
Well,
off.
the ring racer going a bit shimmery.
Priority. It will make me use the free one with Aragorn. So Aragorn has to go first. He will charge the Wraith in front of him successfully. Now.
Now I need some major courage failings.
I think Merry will go here. And Sam will go here. And Frodo will now take a courage test at -2.
No.
Oh dear.
4
So
plus
he is.
4.
Yes, I have 2 might and 1 will, so I could use 1 of each, or I could just stay still for this turn. Or does it mean you get to move?
Ah.
What was the rule? Bree.
Oh, you have to put the ring on, that's the thing.
No, yeah, you can't. Yeah, so you must put the ring on. Supposedly. Have to put the ring on. I'd rather not,
Yeah.
because the Wraiths. That's a problem. No, I will use a might and a will.
Okay. Is the ring in the book?
So down to 1 might and no will with Frodo.
If the ring race are fighting Frodo with the ring on, do they still lose a will?
No, they do not. Go this way. Pippin to charge a Wraith. Double 1, so no. He is not charging any Wraiths. And Barliman to charge a Wraith. 5. I believe not. Not with a -1.
But what
He's
about...
4. He has some will points,
yes.
Barliman, though. That is key. So he's courage 4, -1 to courage 3, so he needs a 7.
5, so he needs 2.
He has 3 will, so he can use 2 of his will. Down to 1, and he's going to charge this Wraith. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Horse Wraith with 1 will point will try and get a 6 to charge Frodo.
It's a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this guy... Has Aragorn used his free
He has.
point? Can he use some might?
Yeah, he's down to 2.
That's in... I think I can probably get through to Sam. Or should I just try and kill Pippin? No, let's try and get through to Frodo.
Let's play the game.
Yeah.
Right. Might need to call a heroic combat to save Sam. Sam, he does have 2 wounds and 2 fate. So you would need 4 4s if you want to fight knocking down. Yeah. Sam might be alright this turn. I need to think about the campaign. So
Yeah.
we'll just go as normal. So it's your priority, so it's your choices. Barliman has a might point. He can heroic combat. Barliman is heroic combating. Let's do this.
Oh, okay then.
5. He wins the fight. Needs a. He is strength 3. 6 by 4. Oh, so close! Should have saved the might to kill him.
Well, let's do Sam.
Sam.
That's my
5.
biggest
Oh,
chance
he
of
wins
winning.
the fight. It's a 2 for the Wraith. He's going to strike the Wraith. It's a 6 by 5 probably. A 3 will not do it. He spent his might points. It's a shame.
The will points are disappearing.
4 for the Wraith against Aragorn. 6 for Aragorn. 6 is to kill it. Yes, there it is. Aragorn is underway for the campaign with a kill. Well then, have the Wraiths won any combats except for killing Harry?
They killed Harry. Yeah.
Priority 3. It's a 5 for evil, so a free heroic move from Aragorn. I think it could be worth. Yeah, let's get Mary there and Sam there also. Touch it. Aragorn will charge. We'll see what Pippin does first. Pippin to charge.
Oh, Aragorn has to go first.
Oh yeah, he does. Okay, so Aragorn to charge. I'll keep that 6 for Pippin because that is a fail. So that's only fair. So Aragorn would have to go first, so he would have to go. Yeah, he'd have to go this way to keep in range of these 2.
Yeah.
Pippin then failed his courage test. So I rolled a 4 and a 1, didn't I?
So I stay there.
So Barliman passes.
Yeah.
He will go here. And Frodo to move at a -1. Yes.
Yes.
That's
Just
fine.
about.
But I can't move too far away from Aragorn. I can move a couple of inches. To there. So I'm still 2 turns away.
Okay. Well, I think will points will be disappearing faster than the turns. This guy's going to try and come and jump the fence. He does.
Just get the other side.
And he's going to put himself within 6 range. Or should I try and get him? No. Okay, fighting.
Okie dokie then. So we've ignored Pippin because you haven't got the horse and you haven't really got the ball points. I could combat with Aragorn because that Wraith is guaranteed to die. Oh, it's the end of the phase, isn't it? But it technically goes pop, so it wouldn't work.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
no, I believe it's the end of the phase. So we'll go with no anyway because I don't want to spend an actual mind point.
Yeah.
So should we go with Aragorn first because that's the most interesting. Oh, it's got a 6. So it's a 6 for Aragorn. Sorry, the one time you get a 6.
Yeah.
And strike the rider. Yeah. Second kill for Aragorn. And then Barliman. It's a 6. This is insane. Barliman on the rider. Why not?
Last will
Oh,
point.
there's only 3 will left on the board. Surely the Fellowship can make it a priority. The last few turns, it goes to good this time. And it's tied on a 3. So Barliman will try and charge the Wraith over the fence.
Defend the fence.
Yes, 11. Barliman going for this one. Over the barrier. Beat him over the head with a piece of cheese. Pippin is going to try and charge that Wraith. On a 5 and a 3. So he's fine. I probably should not abandon Pippin
Well.
to die. So Aragorn to charge. Yes. That one. Mary and Sam will to cancel out the
Plus
-2
2.
to pass.
I think he's going to be okay.
I think hopefully Frodo should get away. So free heroic combat from Aragorn. The Wraith gets a 6.
Oh.
Good. Aragorn gets a 4. Pippin 5. Oh, Pippin has no might. I'm not spending a.
That's been 2, so I can
Actual
hit
might
Pippin.
Yeah.
And try and get
that's
one.
a risk.
More kill.
Oh, that's a chance to actually kill the Hobbit. And that Wraith will go. And then it is Barliman against Wraith over fence. A 5.
Oh, pardon.
To get over the fence, no, he punches the fence with his brew.
Oh, yes, sorry.
So I will back away, won't I? She'll defend
And
me.
I'm on 1 will.
1 will left in the game. Priority 2. might as well free her up with Aragorn. He will try and charge over the fence. Success. Barliman's charge over the fence. Success. And then -1 for Frodo. He fails, but it's for the ring on. Oh no. Frodo technically will put the ring on.
Oh, so what happens now? Does he have to do a ring roll, or does he not move?
Not the first time you put it on. It doesn't. It's every turn afterwards. Sam, will try and charge. Sam is the Bree. Let's get Merry involved as well. Merry is courage 4. -1, no, he won't make it. Pippin's just going to run around here. So Frodo does technically have the ring on, but this will end this turn.
Yeah.
Ring racer,
Let's see what
4.
we can...
Aragorn gets a 6. And he will go for kill. He doesn't kill him. Barliman for kill. Nope. And Sam's going to go for it. No. He will just go pop.
Pop.
And there is Nazgul and Bree.
Seems to be out of will and out of models.
Yes. We will set up the post sort of review of that scenario.
Yep.
Now. So there we have Nazgul and Bree. They are no longer in Bree.
No.
Harry pretty much took one of them out of the game.
Yeah.
So that's a quarter of your force tied up with an annoying gatekeeper.
I think as the ring racer expecting to kill him first turn.
Yeah, I thought he was going to die first turn because you had 2 of them on him before that's to 1 higher 5 value. And then he won the next combat and the next. I think he won 4 in a row. So that's 4 will points taken off already of your limited 28.
Yeah.
I think we set the border up correctly and
Yeah, I think they had enough.
with enough walls and
Stuff.
so the line of sight thing to spot Frodo never came into play because you caught up quite quickly.
I think you'd always catch up by turn 2, unless you roll really badly on the ring race moves.
Yeah, if you keep rolling,
if they all
pluses
fail,
and keep running off in the wrong direction, that'd be even harder.
That could be bad. Yeah.
But you saw them straight away.
Yeah.
Aragorn's just too good.
Yeah.
Really, he's never going to lose a fight against them.
And he's got enough will to.
It did help that I kept rolling 6s, but even then, even if that rule didn't exist where I kept them, I still would have enough to keep resisting them.
Maybe the tactic for the ring race should be black darts on Friday. Just all out.
Sort of stay 6 inches away and just keep black darting him.
One dice each turn.
Barliman he's completely expendable. So you just use him as a blocker to, if you do charge him, then waste a will point in a turn of charging something else. So
if the ring race has got they had one really good opportunity. So if they'd managed to kill 2 or 3 hobbits in that,
I think it's when you're on Sam,
they charge,
and you had the charge bonus, and rolled a 1 and a 2. I don't think until that last turn you didn't roll a 6 for combat ever.
Yeah.
I think that one's still quite hard for the race though.
Yeah,
regardless of the unfortunate rolling.
You really need a turn where you, immobilise Aragorn and then charge all 4 hobbits.
It has to line up very well for you. It was pretty good. It was cool to use the new models.
Yeah.
Never had a need to use Barliman's special rule. I was trying desperately to use Harry's rule by trying to kill horses, but that wasn't happening. But I think not my favourite of the journey so far, but still would definitely want to replay it and try it again. I think.
Yeah, see if there's.
I'm interested.
I think that's probably the right tactic to sort of try and surround the hobbits.
Try and meet them the other side
and get a couple charging in.
Yeah, all in all, I think that's thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah.
Half an hour game, a little bit more. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. We will probably do a few more not filming like this, and I'll do a summary of the campaigns as we go along. I've been doing sort of like reviews of the scenarios on the Mid-Sussex Wargamers Instagram page, midsussex.wargamers.
We have an Instagram page.
We do!
Hooray!
A few followers on there.
Okay.
Liking, following the Quest of the Ringbearer. So go check that out as well. And then we will come back with Or if you want to comment below for one that you did want us to film,
Yeah.
then we will.
We've got, well, next is the river one. Arwen.
No, it's Willertop.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Once
okay.
put forward, yes.
Oh, so a chance for revenge,
Yes.
potentially,
Yes.
with the race against Aragorn.
Yes. So we won't film the Willertop because there's hundreds of those on YouTube already.
Yeah.
And that's
Do a
been
summary.
unchanged since about 2001.
Yeah.
Flight to the Ford again is pretty much unchanged. And then it's the Pass of Caravaras.
Card
which is-
game.
Yeah, which is a card game. So maybe we could film that one because that'd be an easy top down.
Yeah.
And see what happens with that. So yeah, that could be interesting. And then it is Walks in the Night, which is just
So
lots
many
of-
wilds.
lots of sparks and lots of
Mm.
fellowship rolling dice. So yeah, maybe that could be a little top
I think that's one I'm looking forward to the most,
Yeah.
possibly.
Even
Of,
as the
of,
evil
the,
player.
of this block.
Of this block.
Yeah.
We're trying to do 5 each time we
Having
know.
models that don't disappear when they run out of wood.
Yeah, if anything, they reappear when they run out of wood.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look forward to that. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, look out for the future ones.